A good look at the cross, part 2. With all the publicity given to the cross, it is still the most hated aspect of God's plan. It is hated by the world, hated by many religionists, hated by some so called Christians, and hated by the devil. It is not difficult to understand why Calvary was hated by the devil. He was put down there once and for all. Yet it is difficult to understand why some Christians hate the cross. The only salvation from God comes from the cross. It does not come from the church building or the doctrines of a denomination or from self effort. The only salvation there is for humanity is locked up in the cross. The cross is hated because the cross killed the law of Moses. Religion loves the Ten Commandments given by the law of Moses. They are loved because there is a lot of self effort on the part of humans to keep them. It is a part of the original sin nature that if you do something good or legal, you not only feel good about yourself, but you have somewhat saved yourself by that self effort. Those that keep the law do not need the cross. The cross is in contrast to the things believers do, things like water baptism or good works. Paul says that the doing of these things makes the cross of none effect. Religion, with its programs and its specific interpretation of the scriptures to fit its doctrine, may well talk about the cross but will not make it the final place of salvation. These other things they do to be saved aside from the cross will not obliterate all the problems and injustice done to the ignorant believers. Paul called this kind of ministries and believers enemies of the cross in Philippians chapter 3 verse 18. He was talking about people who promoted other means of getting people saved aside from the cross and still infiltrating today. The cross became an enigma to religion that has followed it for over 2,000 years. Yet the hatred of religion toward the cross arises out of its own crucial mistake that started with the death of Christ at Calvary. Before Christ died, still hanging on the cross, the religionists of the day, the priests from the temple, saw that they had made a big mistake in trying to kill Jesus. At the last minute, just before he died, they taunted him, trying to get him to perform a miracle and come down from the cross. In their religious fervor, they had a change of mind, and the thought came to them that he might be more popular in his death than he was in life. They had forgotten the scriptures they had studied for so long about their coming Messiah and how he would die for his people. They cried, "Come down from the cross," and today many of his followers are still trying to get him off the cross. What exactly did God see at the cross? There are at least three things that come to our mind. One, he saw that the sacrifice Jesus was making would give him the right to birth his own children. Two, he saw that this was the final part of his plan to effort salvation by grace. The plan was finished and the final gospel could now begin. Third, now he saw that no one would go to hell or have to be separated from him because of what they did to him in their sinful lives. Souls would go to hell simply because they did not believe and accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and only Savior. To God be the glory. God bless you.